Right. So today we are going to discuss about UI designing introduction. Okay. So before that, I need to introduce myself. My name is Ramesh. I have 10 years of experience as a software engineer. Okay. Right. Now what we are going to learn is introduction of about UI. Okay. UI designing. Okay. Right. Now we have other terminology called UX also. Suppose if you walk in a street in a software industry training institute like Amirpet, like that, if you walk in that streets, you will find UX/UI designing, something like that. Have you ever observed or not? Anywhere also. Suppose in Bangalore, Mumbai, wherever it may be. Okay, they will be like this: UX/UI designing, something like that. Observed or not? Hello.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yeah. So here my question is, how many are feeling that UX and UI both are same? UX and UI both are same. How many of you feeling like that? So both are same like that. Please respond. Don't hesitate to respond. If it is right, you will get confidence. If it is wrong, you will understand what is wrong also, and I will explain right. So don't hesitate to speak and tell your opinion. So whatever you feel, you can tell. So how many of you feeling UX and UI are both are same? Hello.
Both are different, sir.
Okay. Other persons, Sahu, you
I think, sir, both are different.
both are different. Okay. Hardeep Chaudhary, you both are different. Okay. So in which way? Right. So see here I am explaining. Right. So UX stands, yeah, please put it, everybody three mute. Right. UX stands for user
Experience.
experience. Yeah, experience. UI stands for user
Interface.
interface. So user experience, that means whenever he opened our application, so what he experiences, that comes under UX. Okay, user interface means if you want to interact with our application, so how we will interact, so that will comes under user interface. Okay, so this is what user will experience, this will what user will interact. Okay, suppose user experience will be graphical part, graphical parts. Okay, graphical work. So softwares will be either Photoshop or Corel Draw, Illustrator, like the software they will use to complete this graphical work. User interface means technologies is HTML5, CSS3. Okay, for responsive purpose, Bootstrap version 4. Okay, right. So in a software industry, how the work will start? If you know that, then you will understand the difference between this user experience and the importance of user experience and user interface also. Of course, user experience is not our course. Okay, just I am giving some knowledge for you. Okay, so okay, somehow I'm giving you some knowledge. That purpose only I am telling. Okay, some people what they feel is UX and UI both are same like that. So for themselves, they am telling this. Just a knowledge purpose. Our course is UI only, and these are all the topics: HTML5, CSS3, Bootstrap version 4. So this is our course, and this is the things I will teach you completely. Okay, not this one, but I'm just giving knowledge. So in software industry, if you know how the work will start is, then you will understand what is the importance of user experience. So how the start work is doing? Suppose some people reaches you, okay, as a lead. Suppose through online or offline, somebody will reach you, okay, as a lead. Lead means just information about you. Okay, what is your name? What is your email? Like that. What is your phone number? So after that, what happens is some business person will call you and they will explain. They will ask you about your requirements, and then after they will explain about our companies. Okay, how they will work, what type of people we have, how much capability they have, what type of applications we did, and how much satisfied how the clients are satisfied about our applications, about our work. All those things they will explain you. So then after they will talk about prices and everything. Okay, so then what, one fine day you will become a client for us, client for that company. That means whenever you pay some amount of money, then you will become client. Okay, up to then you are just a lead. Just they have your basic information and your requirements about that thing only they will know. So after the sometime what they will do is, after requirements gathering everything is completed, after funding some amount for that project, suppose you need to pay at least 30% of the project to start the work. So who starts the work first? Anybody having any idea? Okay, after completion, after talkings and everything is completed, we need to start our work. So who will start our work in software industry? Hello, who start the will start the first work? This user experience persons will start our work. User experience persons. Okay, so they have to be that capability to gather that after gathering the requirements, they have to that capability how to convert that requirements into an application, how to convert that that requirements into a application structure. Okay, and what are the right logos suitable for them, and what are the right colors suitable to our application, and what places are suitable to our application. Okay, so they have to do this. So how they will do this work? Suppose first they will do is UX persons. UX person, first what they will do is, first they will they will create some wireframe. What is that? See, all these things are just I'm telling for knowledge purpose only. Okay, right. First they will develop wireframes, sorry, designs wireframes by using Photoshop, any one of the softwares, Photoshop or Corel or else Illustrator, any one of the graphical software they will use, and they develop this wireframe. Wireframe means what? Positions of our application. So first what page they will design is, everyone every UX person will design first home page only. How home page should be look like? Home page means index page. Okay, wireframe. Then after what they will do, they will send this wireframe to our client. So if the client is satisfied with our work, then they will tell you convert this wireframe into markup. Markup means what? Exact images in exact positions. That means already we have discussed about positions in wireframes. That means whatever places he has chosen, put that icons or everything, they will in this markup they will put like that. So what is the exact logos, what are the exact icons, all those things they will put. Okay, then this is the part they will do. After that what they will do, this UX designer will send this markups to the client. If he is satisfied with that colors and these positions and with that images, then what he will do, he will ask you to convert this graphical image into a web page. Okay, so he will ask you to convert this graphical image in this graphical image to convert into a web page. So then our UI department will interact. So they will take these images and they will convert these images into a web page by using HTML5, CSS3, and to make that web page responsively, we will use Bootstrap. Understand, right? What is the difference between UX and UI, and what are the rules and responsibilities of UI and UX and UI? Please respond. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, other persons. I want everyone's response. Nobody should be silent. Reshma, Hardeep, please respond. Narsimha. Hello, you are self-muted. Please respond. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Other person. Reshma, are you there? Yeah, right. So suppose,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
right. Yeah, put your self-mute, right. So now see here, I will tell you one example. I will display one example. Right. Just for your understanding purpose, I am displaying this, okay? Right. One second, wait. Yeah, you are seeing it, right? Hello? Yeah, observing right this one. This is what? This is a wireframe. Okay, this is a wireframe. Okay, suppose see here what we are doing here, what it is containing. Left side is logo, and right side is what? There is icons. You are observing that. So I told you that what is wireframe means exact positions, not exact icons, exact images. Okay, this is the logo position, this is the icons positions, and this is the slider, and this is the menu. Okay, this is the menu, and this is the search bar. Okay, this is what? This is exact positions, not exact images. Okay, then after trending food, and this is best offers. Okay, this is what? This is the different sections in our application, and this is what? This is about reviews. Then after this is what? This is footer section. Understanding right? Observing or not? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, what is this? This is the exact positions. Okay, so this is called wireframe. Then after what they will do, they will convert this into a markup. See here. Yeah, now see here. Seeing right, everyone? See there, compare that wireframe with this markup. What it is containing, see here, left side is logo there or not? Please respond. What I told about markups, exact images in exact positions. See here, this is the exact position for logo. I have placed the logo or not? Please respond, exact logo or not? Hello?
Yes. Yes, sir.
What happened to other persons? Why you not responding? Yeah, see here, this is the logo icons. This is notification icons. This is the user related icons, and this is the money related icons, and this is bouquet table, and this is address for our restaurant or something like that. Okay, see here. And then after, if you see here, there is an image, background image, and there is a search box, and there is exactly again menu 1, menu 2, menu 3, menu 4. See here. Then after, as per our wireframe, trending food and the best offers. And if you observe there, whenever you over, some extra information is coming. Normally only item is displaying, and then after restaurant name is displaying. But whenever you over, item name, restaurant name and price and book order now, both are displaying. So if you want to order, you need to over on it. And if you observe here, there is a little bit transparent background color is here. Okay, without over. But whenever you over, there is no transparent, pure white color is coming. And along with price and order now button. Same I want for best offers also. Different sections are there. And then after, see here, this is the review section. So left side image, right side, what the user is telling. Left side image, right side, what the user is telling. So two reviews for each and every slide. See here, this is a slider. For each and every slide, I will display only two reviews. Review your image, review your description. And after this, again footer section. It is two sections is there. One is above upper section and then is below section. Below section is copyright purpose related things. Just information based that thing. Then after, this is what? This is footer. Again I have divided into four. What is this? Left side, or else three sections also we can three. So first section, logo, and then after about us. Then after middle part, subscribe here. Then after right side, get in touch. That means social media promotion related icons. So I am promoting my application or else my business in different social media organizations like Facebook, Google Chrome, Gmail, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, something like Instagram, something like that.
Instagram.
Understanding that, everyone? Okay. So this is what? This is markup. So that by seeing that, what we can understand? Okay. In these colors, we should design our web page like this. So who will do this? UX designers. Okay, not UI persons, UX. Okay, what their role is? Depends upon our requirements. They need to choose the icons, and depends upon our requirements, they need to find the good position to place that. Suppose see here, you are seeing here main course, right? Main course, this is starters, this is drinks, and this is bouquet table. Suppose somebody don't know how to book a table in our application, he is illiterate. So then how can you explain him? So open our application, then you can go, you can find there table and chairs icon will be there. Just click it, so that whoever don't know that language also, they easily can understand that. That is the importance of icons also. Okay, right. Or else suppose if you want to explain to any this application to any your mom, but she is illiterate, so then what you can do? Of course she cannot book, but you can just explain like that. Okay, by using this icon we can book a table. See here, if you see this, there is an icon. Okay, if you click there, we can find some more drinks. See here, this is there is a strawberry icons is there. If you click there, we can find the starters. And see here, this is the biryani icon. So by seeing, so by clicking here, we can book some biryani also, something like that. Understand that? So whoever don't know how to use the application, by using these icons, we can explain them. Okay. So that is the importance of UX also. We should know, we should aware of that. So what is the importance of that? So that's why I'm telling this. What is the purpose of icons? So that's why UX person has to choose right icons. Suppose if I put a lorry icon here, is it suitable? Suppose if I put a bus icon here, is it suitable for bouquet table related things? Please respond. Bus or
No,
lorry
sir.
or car. So I should, what I need to put? I should put a right icon. Okay, that's it. So up to this it is clear, or else anybody having any doubts? Difference between UX and UI? Please respond.
Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Yeah, right. Narsimha and Reshma.
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Right. Reshma, you? Right. Okay. So after, yeah, after converting this to markup, what happens? Yeah. What happens? We will send this to our client. So what he will do? Yeah, please put everybody mute. Narsimha, put yourself mute. So what he will do? Okay, once he is satisfied, he will tell us to convert. Put yourself mute, Lansuma. So what he will do? He will convert. He will ask you to convert this into our web page. So then what you need to do? You need to use this technology called HTML and CSS, and they will use that HTML and CSS. They will convert into. Okay, Rachma, not a problem. A web page. See here. Previously, it is opened in a graphical tool. This section. What is this? This is a graphical tool. But now, whenever you open this web page, where it is opening? It is opening in a web browser. Why? Because it is a web page. See here, I have converted this into a web page. See here. See there, main course menu, starters, drinks, bouquet table. Here you go. Sure. See it. Okay, whenever you see, ma'am, normally it is transparent. You are able to see here this biryani also, right? Whenever it is there, but when you over, it is not transparent. Understand, right? This is a web page. So to design this web page, what are the technologies we have used? HTML, CSS. That's it. HTML5 and CSS3. Understand, right? Everyone, please respond one more time.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Give me 1 minute. I will drink some water. I will be back. Okay. Then I will tell you
Okay.
what is HTML5, what is CSS3, and what is Bootstrap also. Okay. Right. Give me 1 minute. Right. So to design our web page, we need to choose what technologies: HTML5, CSS3, and Bootstrap 4. So now we need to know what is the with the basics of HTML5, CSS3, and Bootstrap. Okay. Right. So first, who developed HTML? Okay. Who developed HTML? Who developed HTML is Tim Berners-Lee. Who is this? Tim Berners-Lee. He developed the HTML. So why he developed HTML? Why? Why he developed HTML? Design a static web page or website. Nothing but collection of web pages. Right? Website is nothing but collection of web pages. So to design, see who developed HTML? Please respond everyone. Who developed HTML? Tim Berners-Lee. Why he developed HTML? To design a static web page or a website. So website is nothing but collection of web pages. Okay, so by using HTML, what we can do? We can develop, okay, combination of both HTML and CSS. We can develop a website or else a single web page also we can develop. We can design. Sorry, we can design. So if you design a web page, can you able to show that web page to the entire world? Please respond. If you design a web page, do you able to display that web page to the entire world?
No, no, no.
Other persons?
No, no.
Why? Why don't you display to the entire world?
It is not in the internet.
Right. So if you design a web page, only you can see, or else your friends can see, but not the entire world. So if you want to display your web page to the entire world, you should upload this into internet. That means you should have a space in the www. That means World Wide Web. Okay. So what we need to do if you want to display this website to the entire world,
A hosting server.
we need to purchase a domain. Domain means name of our application. Suppose facebook.com, google.com, youtube.com, those are what? Those are all domains. Those are all domains. Then after, to develop any application, we need to write our code. Okay. So depends upon our requirement, we will develop our code also. Suppose for home page, we need to write home page related code. For about, we need to write about related code, all those things. So depends upon that one, we can develop an application. So after developing that code, what we will do, you need to upload our code into internet. That means we need a space in the internet also. So for that purpose, what we need to do, we need to have some hosting space also. Hosting space also. Suppose who will send these domains under hosting spaces, like BigRock or else GoDaddy. Okay, those persons are there, right? Suppose Google also there. So that person, what they will do, they will send some domain names and hosting spaces. So what we will do, we will purchase some space, and there we will upload our code, and that entire server will be called through a domain name. Understand, right? How to display our web page to the entire world? What is the inside processing? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Other persons?
We have to buy the server and upload the files.
Yeah. Hosting space we will call, okay? Right. Right. So then here comes, what is www? World Wide Web. Then who developed this? Tim Berners-Lee only. Who developed this? Tim Berners-Lee developed this World Wide Web also. Okay, right. So this is okay. This is about little bit about HTML. Then coming to abbreviation. What is HTML stands for? What is HTML stands for? Hypertext Markup Language, right? What is this? Hypertext Markup Language. So what is a language, or else why we use a language? Normal language, forget about programming languages, or else markup language, anything. Generally, why we use a language? Please respond. Why we use a language?
To communicate.
Okay. Other persons? Why we use a language? Hello? Why we use a language? Hello? Okay, for communication purpose. See, please, you should respond. Why everyone is silent? At least nobody is responding through voice, or else nobody is responding through chat at least. Right? Why we use the language? For communication purpose. What a language contains? Please respond now. What a language contains? Forget about programming language. General language like Telugu, English, Hindi, like that I'm asking. What a language contains? Hello? Hello? What a language contains?
Some letters containing.
Okay. So language contains some alphabets and words, and it is related vocabulary, and okay, some words and some grammar. It contains words, vocabulary, and grammar. So here also HTML is, and why we use language? For communication purpose. So here also HTML is communicating with the web browser. Understanding? Here also HTML is communicating with the web browser, and HTML also is containing its own predefined keywords. Okay, its own predefined keywords. Okay, and that keywords we need to write it in a proper grammar. How? By using this less than angle by using these angle brackets. So that is called markups. Markup language we will write in this tags only. Okay, this is called opening tag. This is called closing tag. That means you need to close the tag with a slash, or else ending tag. This is starting tag. Okay, so everything related to HTML, every keyword related to HTML, we need to write is in this opening tag and in this closing tag also. Understanding, right? Why we will call HTML as a language? Why it is communicating with web browser and it has its own predefined keywords and it has its own syntax. That means we need to write keywords in this angle brackets only. Okay, and not only this, it has its own interpreters in the browser. It has its own interpreters in the browser. So what is the requirement for interpreters? To convert our English alphabets to mission code. Why? Because English alphabets or else any Japanese alphabets or else Telugu alphabets, Hindi alphabets directly cannot understand by the computer. So only binary language, 0 1s only understand by the computer. So whatever alphabets we are using, we need to convert into 0 1s. So for that purpose, we need to utilize interpreters. For HTML purpose, we need to use HTML interpreters. No need to install it separately. Whenever you have installed means browser means automatically they will come. Automatically they will come. Okay, in one word, what a browser means? Collection of interpreters and connection between them. Collection of interpreters and connection between them. Every browser contains 3 interpreters: HTML interpreter, CSS interpreter, and JavaScript interpreter. And these interpreters are different from one browser to another browser. Mozilla's are different from Chrome. Chromes are different from IE. IEs are different from Opera. Operas are different from Safari. Hello? Understanding, right? Hello? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Now for that purpose only we are calling it is a language. It has its own interpreters and it is communicating with the web browser and it has its own predefined keywords, and that keywords we need to write in a syntax. What syntax? Angle brackets. That means less than and greater than. Okay, so this is called markups also. This okay, right. Now coming to this hypertext. What is the meaning of hypertext? Please respond. Try to guess. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. Right. What is hypertext? Means structured text. Okay. What is this? Structured text. Or data also we can call. Data means images or else text, content, whatever it comes under data. Okay. Structured data. And we can provide hyperlinks. To our data also. Hyperlinks to our data also. So by using this, what is this, the meaning of hypertext? Structured data or else hyperlinks to our data. So indirectly, directly what he is telling? Suppose you want to design a web page, or else suppose I am giving you a notes. So how will write? In a proper way you will write, or else however you feel you will write. Hello. However you feel you will write in a proper way with a proper structure also. Okay, so suppose here also I am designing a web page. So with a proper structure I need to design, or else however I feel I will design.
In a proper way, sir.
In a proper way. That means, so who has to provide that option to give basic structure to our application? Suppose we are coming to a offline class, so you need to sit. Okay, so who has to provide, and some faculty should be there. So who has to arrange it? Who has to arrange this? Who has to arrange a faculty and some chairs and a room for you? Who has to arrange? That institute owner, right? Okay, understanding. You went to your offline class. So what do you expect? A faculty and chairs and a room. Am I right or wrong? Hello?
Yes, sir. You're right.
Right. So who has to provide that arrangements? Who has to provide that options? That institute owner only. So here also to design our web page, I have chosen HTML language. Okay, to design my web page, I have chosen HTML language. So who has to provide to give structure to our web page? Who has to provide?
Hypertext.
HTML should be provided. So without asking me, he is telling directly. So by using my language, we can give high structure to our data. Understanding right? So by using this language, you can give structure to your application, or else by using this language, you can give structure to your web page. Understanding right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is about hypertext markup language. And not only that, not only structuring, we can give hyperlinks also. In the same application, we can give hyperlinks also. Suppose I am writing here Facebook. I have displayed here Facebook.com. Now observe here, what is this Ramesh Babu? Please respond. What is this Ramesh Babu? Hello?
Yes, sir.
What is this Ramesh Babu? Is it text or else any other?
Hyperlink, sir. When you click on
No,
it,
no,
you go to your profile page.
forget about that. What is this Ramesh Babu? Whether it is text or not, that is what I am asking.
Text, sir.
Text. Okay. Suppose if you click here, Ramesh Babu, what happening?
You are going to your profile, sir.
1 second, wait, it is stuck. It has stuck. Wait 1 second. Yeah. Am I going to profile page or not? So how this has happened? Because this page link, what is this? This profile page link I have given to this. I have given to this text. Understanding right? Right. Now I am clicking on the home page. See here home symbol. Yeah, wait 1 second. It is a little bit stuck. So yeah, I am coming to my wall. So here what I can find, what is my friends are sharing and what are the pages, what I have subscribed, what they are doing, everything I can see it here. Suppose if I click on this image, I am not clicking on this text, I am clicking on this image. If I am clicking on image, where I am going? Am I going to profile page or not? You respond? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I am going. In which application I am going? In the Facebook.com I am going, or else I am going to Twitter.com or something like that.
Facebook.com.
Facebook.com. That means what? Internally I am moving from one page to another page.
Another.
Internally I am moving from one page to another page. Understanding right? So how this is happening? By using HTML only. Okay, by using HTML only, I am moving from one page to another page. Okay, so for that purpose, I can use hyperlinks also. That means you can apply hyperlinks to your text. Same way you can apply a hyperlink to your images also. So that much information is providing in this 3 words. This much information is providing. Hypertext markup language means this is the internal meaning of it. Clear, right? So whenever you have read, okay, any abbreviation, you need to analyze that abbreviation, because in that abbreviation only they will tell you clearly what purpose they have developed that and what that thing will do exactly. Okay, so at least you will get 50% of the information by analyzing that abbreviation. Understanding or not? Please respond everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, other persons, only one person is responding. I want everyone's response. Hello? Hello,
Yes, sir.
Nashama, I'm not. Right,
Yeah.
Hardeep, you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Reshma, are you there? Right. Okay, right. So by using HTML, what we can do, we can give structure, right? So what type of structure? Basic structure. Okay, what is this? Basic structure only we can give, or else internal structure. Basic structure. Or internal structure, or else foundation structure we can give. Okay, basic structure or internal structure or foundation structure we can give. Okay, but if we want external structure means, suppose what is the external structure of a home? Colors, below colors, plastering. Understanding, right? That is the external structure. What is the internal structure of a home? Bricks and cement. External structure is plastering, then after colors. Understanding, right? So by using HTML and say HTML, I can give internal structure. Okay, or else basic structure I can design. That means a complicated designs I cannot design by using pure HTML. Understanding? By using pure HTML, I can give only internal structure, or else only basic structure. Understanding, right? If you want to design complicated designings, and if you want to give beautiful appearance to your web application, then we need to go for CSS. Understanding, right? Then we need to go for CSS. So by using CSS, what we can give? We can give external structure, with beautiful appearance. With beautiful appearance. Understanding, right? So if you want to give external structure, then we need to go for this CSS3. Suppose, see here. See here, this background color, this silver color and this dark silver color and this appearance. How I am giving this? Through CSS only. And these colors and these dimensions, width and height, everything. Yeah, please put yourself mute. And suppose whenever I over on it, okay, the image is increasing, zooming, and the size also increasing. How I am doing this? How I am doing this? By CSS only. By using CSS, and the latest version is CSS3. Understanding or not? Please respond. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Suppose this entire div, this entire section, I am placing in above an image. I am placing above an image. By using pure HTML, what I can do? I can put this image and this section side by side. But in this image, I am placing this. How this is happening? Through CSS only. Whenever I over, this div is coming. This menu section is coming. Whenever I mouse out, it is not displaying. How can I do it? By using CSS3 only. Understanding, right? So by using the CSS3, what happens? CSS, we can give external structure with beautiful appearance. See here, this width and height and this background colors, this images, everything how I have aligned by using CSS only. So then what you need to understand? By using HTML, what we can give? Internal structure. By using CSS, what we can give? External structure. That means they are interrelated things, like our human skeleton and human flesh. Understanding, right? So if you move your hand, only flesh will move, or else bones also will move. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hello? If you move your hand, only your hand related flesh will move, or else yeah, along with the flesh, bones also will move.
Bones also move, sir.
Bones also will move. Okay, why? Because they are interrelated. Flesh and this bones and this our nervous systems are interrelated things. Like that, HTML and CSS also internal related things. Okay, they have some coordination. They have some coordination. Understanding it? Clear, right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So then we need to know about abbreviation of CSS also. So what is the abbreviation of CSS? Cascading style sheet. Cascading style sheet. What is the style sheet? Full of CSS properties. What is that? Full of CSS properties which will give external structure to our application. Understanding it? Which will give external structure to our application. Okay. What is the style sheet? Full of CSS properties which will give external structure to our application. Then what about cascading? What about cascading? Cascading means combination of inheritance. See, inheritance and overriding. So don't go for whoops concepts in any other languages. So to understand CSS, we need to know about whoops concepts also. Don't compare with like that. Don't get tense. Okay. Overriding. Okay, I will explain this very elaborately. Wait 1 second. So to understand this line, we need to know a little bit basics of CSS also. That means how many types of CSS we have. Okay, we have 3 types of CSS. One is inline CSS, another one is internal CSS, third one is external CSS. Okay, understand that. One is inline CSS, second one is internal CSS, third one is external CSS. And especially this inline CSS can override common properties. Properties means CSS properties. Common properties in internal and external CSS and can inherit remaining properties. In internal and external CSS. Okay, right. Internal CSS. Wait 1 second. Can override common properties in external CSS and can inherit the remaining properties in external CSS. Third one is external CSS. So applies as you write if there is no common properties in internal and inline CSS. Understand it? Hello? Right. Okay. So now I will tell you with an example, then you will understand it very clearly. Suppose I have a paragraph. Consider this is a paragraph. Okay, to display this as a paragraph, I need to use here paragraph tag less than p greater than, and I need to tell the browser where we need to end the paragraph also. So this is the indication of paragraph ending. Then after, what I want to do is I want to apply some CSS. So consider this is okay. So consider this external CSS. I am writing for the paragraph, so that's why I need to write that selector name also. And here I am writing color white, background color orange. And I'm here, I'm writing border. We can write 3 parameters. 2px, solid means straight line, color means black color. See, if you know color, background color, border also, it's fine. If you don't know, forget about this. When CSS started, I will tell you. But see now, I am writing color. Color means text color. Okay. Color, background color means background color. Suppose if you observe here, line number 78. What is the background color? Please respond. Or else, if I am selecting this. Now tell me what is background color, what is text color here? Line number 73. Please respond everyone. Yeah, Mega Patel, you are right. Please respond. I want everyone's response. What is the background color here? Line number 73. Hello?
Background color orange, sir.
No, here. Line number 73. What is the background color? I have selected something, right? Please observe. I have selected something. What is the background color here? Ash color. And what is the text color here? Black. Like that. This, if I execute this in the browser, my paragraph color will be white and my paragraph's background color will be in orange, and a border will come with 2px thickness, straight line with black color. Understanding, right? So this is what, this is external CSS. Okay, now what I am writing for the same page, I am writing inline CSS, internal CSS, sorry. What I am writing, internal CSS. Now see here, now I am writing here only background color, like magenta. Now I have 2 questions. Okay, answer after listening to that questions. All those things you can ask with online team Mego. Course fees related things you can ask with online team. Okay, right. Here I have 2 questions. I have, see, this is the external CSS, this is internal CSS. I am writing only here background color only. I'm not writing here color or border. Wait 1 second, Mego. After completion of this thing, you can ask your questions. Okay, so now here my question is, what if I execute this in my browser, what will be my background color? Whether it will be magenta or else orange. And then after, color and border will apply or not? Color and border will apply or not? Understanding, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
You understand my 2 questions or not? What will be my background color, orange or magenta? And this color and border will apply or not? Depends upon this description. Tell me. Please respond. See, don't be silent. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, background color will be what? Orange color and magenta. What is that?
Orange, sir. Orange.
Okay, color and border will apply or not? See, I am explaining. See, external structure I am executing. Internal CSS also I am executing. External CSS and internal CSS both I am executing in the browser. Then analyze what will be my background color, orange or magenta, and what is my color on this one. Color and border will apply or not? See, able to respond or not? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please respond.
Background color will be orange, sir, and border and color will be applied.
Okay, right. Now observe here, what I write here, can override common properties. So what are the common properties here? Here is background color. And here is background color. Right? So this means this is the common property or not? Please respond.
Common property, sir.
So what I have written here, internal says can override. Override means what? This one will apply. Understanding, right? So what mean my background color? Magenta. And then after, what is the thing I have written here? And it can inherit remaining properties. So after common property, what are the remaining properties? Color and border. Color and border.
Sir.
Yeah. So color and border will apply or not? Yes, they will apply. Sir. Okay. So background color will be magenta. Color and border will be applied. Understanding, right? Suppose if I write inline sizes here, then what happens? We need to write inline sizes like this style. Background color, yes, green. Then what will be my background color? Hello?
So what's the definition, sir?
Yeah, see here, this is the definition.
The background color will be green, sir.
Right. So it can override the common properties in internal and external sizes. So that first orange will apply. That will be override by this internal sizes magenta. That will be override by this inline sizes green. So my background color will be green. And it can inherit the remaining properties. What are the remaining properties? Color and border. They will be applied. Okay. So this is how they will work. So that is the meaning of cascading. That's why I have written here. Combination of inheritance and override. What is only one? But this is the definition. Understanding, right? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Other persons, what happened? Hardeep, Reshma. You are self-muted. Right, okay. So this is about HTML and introduction of HTML and CSS. Okay, right. Then after introduction of Bootstrap. So Bootstrap, why we use Bootstrap? For responsive designing. Before that, what we need to know? Who developed Bootstrap? So who developed Bootstrap? Twitter company. Who company? Which company? Twitter company developed Bootstrap. Why they have developed? Why develop? Why? Responsive designing purpose. Okay. So what is responsive web designing? What is responsive web designing? Depends upon the device size, devices and browser size. Our web page alignment should adjust automatically. Okay. So depends upon the device size or depends upon the browser size. Our web page alignment should adjust automatically. Okay. That type of design is called as responsive web design. Understanding that everyone? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Other persons, Reshma and Hardeep. Okay, right. For example, see here. I am reading here Andhra University. See now, remember this designing. Okay, right. Wait 1 second. Now I am minimizing. That means I am decreasing the size. So now are you able to see this menu or not? Please respond. Alignment is changed or not? It is adjusted its alignment or not? Now observe one more time clearly. Alignment is changing or not? Please respond. See now. It is occupied entire device width. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Observing or not?
Yes, sir.
Now it is it has occupied entire device width. Suppose see now. This is very small part. 3 sections is there. But whenever I have decreased, and that thing is occupied. Okay, right. Now I am saying here. This is everything is coming like this. Now see now. Still I am decreasing. Still I am decreasing. Alignment is changing. Observe. Still I am decreasing. Still. Now see how menu is coming. Entire menu you are able to see it, or else a menu icon is coming. Hello. Menu icon coming, or else the entire menu is displaying.
Menu icon is coming, sir.
Right. Now whenever I will click on it, now menu is coming. If I click on the same thing, it is going. So how I did it? By using Bootstrap only. Understand, right? So this is called responsive web designing. Understanding, right? Please respond everyone.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Understand, sir.
Right. Okay. So this is the introduction of all technologies. This is the demo class also. Okay. Right. So tomorrow onwards, I am going to start the classes. Okay. Right. Thank you, everyone. We'll meet tomorrow. Okay. Right. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. See, Monday to Friday classes. Before asking that, I will telling you Monday to Friday classes. Okay. Daily 1 hour, morning 8 to 9. Okay. 1 hour classes 8 to 9. Right. So course content will be sent from my online team, and course we also you can talk with them. I should not discuss here. Okay. Right. Daily 1 hour class,
What is the
morning
duration,
8 to
sir?
9. Duration will be 30 to 40 days. Okay. Duration will be 30 to 40 days. Monday to Friday classes. Okay. Right. And this is the template also we will design. What template is I will tell you. Wait 1 second. See here. See here, observe this. There is a glow also there. This is pure CSS 3.1. Okay. Right. Now when you over, little bit glow is coming. Observing or not? Blue color glow. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. Showing, sir. Blue color.
Yeah. Then after I am decreasing it. See here, this is font awesome icons. That means third party icons. That is also how to use, I will tell you. Pure real time. Okay. Then after this parallax effect, see there. This image is not moving, but entire thing is moving. Okay, that image is not moving. And now this projects, this section, on this team section. Then after this slide. Then after this one. Okay. How to put a map in our application and how to design this contact form, everything. See, this is responsive to. See there. Decreased its size. Slide also decreased. This these things also decreased. Okay, right. And this one, this is also decreased. Still, if we have anything, see here. Still decrease. Yeah, now see there. Coming like this. First image, then after about. And see here. See, this is smartphones. In smartphone, this is coming in this big size. Okay, right. See here. This is the about section. Sorry, home section. And menu, see there. Coming like this. Okay, and pure real-time concepts I'm telling. And if you still increase the size, see in tablets it will come like this. In tablets 2 columns per row. In smartphones only 1 column per row. In computers 4 columns per row, like that. Understanding, right? So this is the page I'm designing, and you observe there, whatever the size may be, it is occupying, this content is occupying 70% of the width of this div. Okay, right. So that's it. This is the class for today. Okay, right. This is the template we'll design in this course. Okay, right. I'm stopping recording. Tomorrow we'll meet. Yeah, you have any doubts? Sahu and Reshma. Hello.
Your course content link is not working in your site.
No, forget about website. My online team will send you this to your emails. Okay, right. Hello.
Okay, sir.
Okay, online team will send you that course content. Okay, or else tomorrow class come me, I will take all of your emails and I will send that course personally also, content personally. Okay,
Okay.
right. Still you have any doubts, Reshma?
No, sir.
Reshma, are you there? You are self muted. Yeah, okay, right. So we'll meet tomorrow. Okay, bye everyone.